I wanted my home to look beautiful. Not because I was going to have women come over and be in my home, although they did a lot, but because I wanted my family to feel very comfortable. Welcome home, everyone. I am so thrilled to be in one of my favorite homes today. This is the home of my dear friend, Bonnie. And I've thought so many times as I've been here, how do I have the same kind of feeling in my home? What can I do with the physical surroundings in order to help that feeling come? When I was young, Bonnie was raising 9 children at the same time that I was raising my 11 children. And I felt overwhelmed, to say the least, many, many times. And my decorating in my home was what I would have called early destruction. Everything that we owned came from garage sales, and we were right in the middle of raising a family. But I wanted my home to look beautiful, not because I was going to have women come over and be in my home, although they did a lot, but because I wanted my family to feel very comfortable. I know so many of you are in the same situation that I was in many years ago. And so I have invited a dear friend of mine. She's Bonnie's daughter, and she is an interior designer. So I would like to welcome Dana to come in today. Hi, Dana.
Hi, Karen.
Dana understands something. She understands home. So, Dana, today I want to pretend that I am probably about 27 and have many, many young children, and I want you to help me walk through the process of creating a beautiful home and a home that will invite the Spirit.
One of the most important things, I think, is to say this is your home and you get to do what you want.
So there's no design police.
It's good to think of some words that you want to be true of your home. So I want my home to be comfortable. I want my home to be beautiful. And I want my home to feel faithful. And if those are the words that you think of, you can bring things into your home that answer those ideas. And it doesn't necessarily have to be very blatant. There's a design principle of balance. And when you have balance in your home, you're putting things in a way that one thing balances the other. And there's symmetrical balance. That's a pretty obvious thing. 2 chairs surrounding a table, that's symmetrical balance. But there's asymmetrical balance too, where something bigger and 3 things smaller are kind of balancing each other.
I think too that beautiful things, and I don't mean expensive things. I think you can find something that's beautiful and that brings you joy to look at it. Those kinds of things are like the creations of our Father in heaven and his Son Jesus Christ. Whether it's flowers or architecture or paintings or anything, they lend themselves to this feeling of creation.
And there's also order, making you feel like a sense of peace and calm. That's a really important idea.
Now, I just want to say, remember to do everything you can, and this has to do with your heart, to invite the Spirit of the Lord so that that home is radiating comfort, joy, peace, happiness in every step the members of your family take in your home.
Light is such an important idea for the Spirit. Light is a symbol of the Spirit, and light in a home is one of the most important things that we can do. If you have a little bit of money, buy a lamp. That's what I think.
There you go.
And if you have a little bit more, buy 2.
And by the way, I wish you could see in this home the quilts that are on the wall. and the cross-stitch samplers on the walls, and the handwork is just magnificent.
Well, my mother is a really great example of
Yeah.
a person who values things that are made by hand, and she makes them herself and puts them on her wall as art. And not everyone can do that. I don't make quilts, but
No, but she is a watercolor artist. I've seen some of her work. And if you do anything like that, save the pieces that you love and display them on your walls. How do you find your own style?
I think one of the ways is to start to say, what do I love? And sometimes we might find that from something in our past or something that our mother did. I know that in my case, I love flowers and florals and stuff because my mother, that's what she loves. And she uses that as one of the themes in her home, is this botanical idea. And that's one way to kind of arrive at something.
When I was growing up, I was drawn to antique pieces, and I loved something that had a little hand-done carving or a little painting.
It tells a story of something else that happened, and it's even better if it's an inherited piece.
The other thing I think is that sometimes when you go out, you can be tempted to just buy a look. You can go into a store and say, that looks good, and you just buy it because you think it's going to make you happy. And you'll get home and realize it's flat. It'll look like a magazine cover, or worse, a motel or a hotel. Do not go into debt for anything that you need in your house, that you think you need in your house. All the stuff that I've collected over the years, I collected little bit by little bit. You don't have to have an original oil painting. A beautiful print is just as wonderful and valuable to you as the original art piece. So don't think that you have to go out and spend a lot of money. You do not.
I never think my house is finished. I evolve my house all the time.
I don't think any house is ever finished.
Yes.
If it's finished, you're probably dead.
Yes. You can switch out pieces when you're ready, and you can buy the one piece and save up for the next one.
So when you begin this process, know that you can do this, that it will take you years of collecting little things, of thinking about what it is that you really love, of understanding that you are not creating this or decorating it for other people. You are doing it for the members of your family. And keep in mind always that we are crazy about you. One of the most fun things about being a homemaker is creating the atmosphere in which your family will live. And for me, it's more about collecting what you love than just going to look at a magazine and wanting to copy their design. If you know somebody who's kind of stuck, not knowing what they want to do in their home and doesn't realize that it's really an expression of them, share this video with them. I think they will enjoy it, and it may give them the confidence to know that they can do this. They can make their home a beautiful place for their family to be.